Welcome to the Investors Trading Academy event of the week. Each week our staff of analysts and educators tries to provide you a better understanding of a major market event scheduled during the next week. This week we will focus on Australian trade balance. This meeting or release is scheduled for the first week of each month. The economy of Australia is one of the largest capitalist economies in the world, with a GDP of US 1.5 trillion as of 2013. Australia's total wealth is $6.4 trillion. In 2012, it was the 12th largest national economy by nominal GDP and the 17th largest measured by PPP-adjusted GDP, about 1.7% of the world economy. Australia is the 19th largest importer and the 19th largest exporter. The Reserve Bank of Australia publishes forecasts of the economy quarterly. The Australian economy is dominated by its service sector, comprising 68% of GDP. The minor sector represents 10% of GDP. The mining-related economy represents 9% of GDP. The total mining sector is 19% of GDP. Economic growth is largely dependent on the mining sector and the agricultural sector, with the products to be exported mainly to the East Asian market. The establishment of a mining industry continued the high level of economic growth in the post-war period. The opportunities for large profits in pastoralism and mining attracted considerable amounts of British capital, while expansion generally was supported by enormous government outlays for transport, communication, and urban infrastructures, which also depended heavily on British finance. As the economy expanded, large-scale immigration became necessary to satisfy the growing demand for workers, especially after the end of convict transportation to the eastern mainland in 1840. The emphasis on exporting commodities rather than manufacturers has underpinned a significant increase in Australia's terms of trade during the rise in commodity prices since 2000. Australia's current account is about 2.6% of GDP negative. Australia had persistently large current account deficits for more than 50 years. Australia is an export country and its primary trading partner is China. Therefore, the health of the Chinese economy is important to the Australian trade balance. Australia's two-way trade in goods and services was worth nearly $650 billion in 2013, a vital component of Australia's economic prosperity. Not only does Australia export goods and services, it provides a great deal of minerals and ore to China. The price of iron ore can greatly affect the Aussie trade balance. In 2010 and 11, Australia reported consistent trade surpluses due to high price of commodities. However, in 2012, the trade balance is back in deficit due to a sharp in-value of exports and rising capital imports. Metals, coal, and oil and natural gas account for 54% of total exports. Australia is a major import of machinery and transport equipment, computers and office machines, and telecommunication lasers.